is good, young people? It is your man, Barry the Beautiful, host extraordinaire of the show. And let me tell you something, before I begin, I just want to say that I have had a rough day. Just long. A lot of things didn't go my way, but I have to be here for you, fans of the show, me being Barry the Beautiful. There are only 3 things in the world that can immediately put a smile on my face. What 4? Big Jesus, of course. Areolas, of course. The Eagles possibly going to Super Bowl, of course. And the power of the Mike and Ike. I shouldn't really be eating Mike and Ike while I'm doing this show. I mean, I can't even swallow them anymore. I'd have to discard them once they get clear. You suck all the juices off of it. But I had such a rough day. I had to compel myself to get to the power of the Mike and Ike. So please excuse me if I have a sugar rush about 3-4 minutes into it. I've had 2 boxes of these already. I'm having a sugar rush. And I can't have this at like 28. I can't handle it like I was when I was 6. So I'm struggling. But I'm still here for you. Now before we get to the recklessness which I usually delve into for the entertainment variety, there is something that I have to bring your attention. Give me like 3, 4, 5 minutes. Because I find it just very disconcerting. There are 3 young girls in high school in Pittsburgh and 3 young guys in Pittsburgh who have been charged and treated like criminals for no apparent reason in my judgment. I don't feel like anybody is standing up for these kids, so I feel like I should. Do you know that these innocent, wonderful, just talented children are being treated as criminals and are now being prosecuted as child pornographers? Now, you would naturally think that child pornography is an awful thing. And on the surface, I feel it's an awful thing for anybody to be a part of if they're rightfully involved themselves in child pornography. We can't argue that, not at all. But they're being charged with child pornography statutes based off the fact that these groups of young people have been sending freaky text messages back to one another. And I think it's wrong to charge them with doing something we all do. Now, I have told you guys plenty of times in the past, I am a fan of the freaking text message. And if you've never really encountered or had somebody send you a freaking text message, you don't know the delights it can have on your day. I have woken up many a morning, looked at my phone to find out what time it was. I didn't find the time. I found some boobs. And it immediately put a smile on my face. And those of you who have received freaking text messages understand what I'm saying. But I believe they're being judged by folks who have never received a freaking text message. And I'm for it. But I also realize that I am an adult. Yes, I am. And I do not think that a kid should send an adult a freaking text message. But I understand what it must be like to be 16 and be sending freaking text messages to other kids. If I was 16 today, I myself would be involved in sending and receiving, definitely receiving, plenty of freaking text messages. When I was 16, I had a pager. Okay, when you were 16, you probably had a pager too. Or maybe you didn't have pagers at all, you had no means of communication. There was just nothing. You had to call somebody on your mother's house phone when you went home at night, when you was in school. You can't relate to having the technology at your fingertips to send another kid a freaking text message. And if I was 16, I would be sending and receiving. So I'm not going to judge the kid. And I don't think anybody else would judge the kids. I think those kids that made a mistake, they got caught, fine. Punish them, but these should not be real charges on their record. I think that's just wrong and evil, and I will stand behind those kids and their freedom to have kid on kid freaking text messages. I don't have children, so I don't care. So I'm happy that they want to explore their sexuality in that way. So what? I send freaking text messages every day, and I receive them all times of the day. But there is a lesson to be learned from the situation. We can always find a positive from a negative and teach the masses. Here is our show decree about freaking text messages. These kids got caught when one of the kids was talking on a phone, the actual cell phone, in high school, It got confiscated because you couldn't talk on cell phones in the school. For some reason, maybe the principal or vice principal went through the phone and found the freaking text messages, and that was the mistake was made. Men, when you receive that freaking text message, it's gonna be you receiving the freaking text message. You enjoy the text message, and then you delete the text message. The key, my friend, is always the deletion of the freaking text message. Even if it's from your wife, your woman, your boo, whoever, you delete that. You remove evidence. Why do you remove evidence? So you can ensure you receive another freaking text message. The person sending you those freaking text messages wants to know that it's going to be just for you. Don't show your friends. Don't show your brother. Don't show your rap. Don't show anybody. You take that in, you enjoy it immensely for about 5 minutes. Then you delete it. Once you have built up a trust that your freaking text messages won't be sent by other people, you will be shocked at the amount of freaking text messages you will receive. She will tell her friends, my man does not show off his freaking text messages. And those girlfriends will start sending you freaking text messages too, because they know you won't show anybody. It's happened to me in the past. It's something I've learned. I'm giving it to you. Let these kids go off scot-free, take that stuff off their record, and show the creep. Delete your freaking text messages so that you can ensure more in the future. That's all I have to say. On to the entertainment recklessness. Now, anybody out there who's watched for years the show knows I am a supporter of the underdog at all times. I love rooting for the person that everybody's against. Even if I was initially against them, once the world gets against them, I fight for them. I root for them to get back to the top. That's just how my personality is. It's how I always have been. And so I want to throw my 100% support behind Jermaine Dupri this week. Yes, he was fired or let go, a step down or whatever from Def Jam. But I think he's become the scapegoat to the mistakes of a lot of people. Yes, Janet Jackson was a mistake. I understand what it's like to make a mistake based off the wishes and desires of the person you see naked every day. I have been there. I have done stupid things based off the interest of the person I'm seeing naked on a continual basis. I understand where that mistake happened. Maybe Mariah Carey didn't work that way. Fine. Maybe you signed some artists who really are talented. I understand that as well. So be it. Why can't he take credit for the other people on Def Jam who did do well? I don't know what impact he had on Neil's project, but Neil did well. And I was president of something. Let me take credit. Nobody stopped Jay-Z from taking Rihanna credit. Teairra was the princess of rock. Okay, then all of a sudden as she starts getting high, oh, look at his protege Rihanna. Hey! What about the dudes in the Barbados who discovered her and had her singing on rhythms for 3 years before she got to the United States? They don't get no credit? Then why can't JD get the same credit that Jay-Z's getting for Rihanna when he had nothing to do with it? Why isn't he giving that credit? Because you guys just don't like him. And now I root for you, Jay. I root for you to find some artists, not named Bow Wow, put them on So Duff again. Who got to be on So Duff? Put his skate back together. That's what we need. Pink and I don't even know their names anymore. Candice and whatever. Get them back together. Give me an Escape album. I haven't heard from Jagged Edge. The Brat's getting out of jail next year. So Duff is on the rise. Maybe get DJ Naz back, do like a bass CD again. Whatever. I'm rooting for you when the world isn't. Another person I want to root for this week, the Aura. Shout out to the Aura for finally divorcing his wife. And shout out to her for getting that M-O-N-I-E-S money. Let me tell you something, baby. If Chicago wasn't so cold right now, I would be out there to sweep you off your feet like a man who didn't have nothing. That's what I would do for you. Because you get $50 million? Basically, the Aura made sure she was well compensated so she could keep her lips shut and he can move on with his activities. Let's not go into what he decides to do for fun. This was a smart, shrewd move by both of them. They probably hate each other. It is best to cut a check and move on in our separate ways. Here's your check, shut the hell up, and let me go have my fun. Heard he had a party. Good for him. Smart move. What's the lesson to be learned? If you have the money, and you are not in a really solid position with the public, and somebody knows something about you, cut them a check, have them shut up, move on about your business. That's a good move by the Aubrey. And I wish that New York Knickerbocker center Eddy Curry would have followed the same procedure. See, if you don't know basketball, Eddy Curry plays for the Knicks. He's a center. He's paid goo gobs of money, but he's awful and he never plays. And they've been sitting on the bench the entire season. And this week he was sued by his ex-limo driver for sexual harassment. A man, right? I don't know what happened between the limo driver and Eddy Curry. Things sound fishy. I will say this though. The guy is only suing for $100,000. Normally you don't want to let people just be able to come in and take little pieces of money here and there. But when you're not in a good position with the public, this negative press can be just squashed by you just cutting him a check. I'm sure he went to Eddy and said, "Yeah, cut me a check." Eddy probably said, "I ain't cut you no check for that nonsense." Eddy cut him the check. You don't need to be the first supposed download NBA basketball player. You got a lot of things going on. You're not getting in the game. You out of shape. People calling you a sucker and a loser. And your whole reputation's at stake. Cut that man a check and go to the gym and work on some weights. Work on some low post moves. Get into the game. This is not a good time for you to be fighting these types of things. If you have the money, pay them off. Just immediately. I have some women I'm behind. There are underdogs that I always try to root for. They make it hard, but I'm still going to stick by them. The first one dropped a video this week, and her name is Christina Milian. And guess what? This song is called Us Against the World. She doesn't really sing music that moves me. I understand that. But I like the direction she's going. Video. It's just her in bikinis. Happiness for me. That's what you got to focus on. Focus on the tools you have for success. Music isn't just about singing. It's about your personality, your interview skills, your beauty, your gossip, whatever. All that is encompassing, and you've been able to sell records. Put your best foot forward. Is she a great dynamic singer? It can be argued whether she is or isn't. No one can argue whether she is beautiful. And she put that on display. Where, look at the bikini. The high ones with her hip bone, touch that baby thigh. All that goodness right there is not too revealing, but it's just high enough that makes you take your eyes and ears off the fact that she ain't really saying that well. I like this. This is a good, shrewd move from you. And I think you're on the right path. Next video, give me less sand, more water. Okay, let's wet it all up. Get it nice and juicy. And then we're really on the right path. But I like what you're doing. On the flip side, another person I really love root for, and I was already talking about her in this episode. Teairra drops a video called Hunt For You with Pleasure P, formerly of Pretty McCann. It's not gonna work. If this was a test run, fine, you've tested it, it's not gonna work. Let's go back to the drawing board. I need more skin, more flashiness. If you ever gonna recover to have a career, this is not gonna work. This is not going to get played. You're going the wrong direction. You have to put the tools you have that are best to your advantage in the forefront. Everything else, slide that to the back. You're in a whole dress. You ain't Keisha Cole. Can't do that. Even Keisha got the girls out now. Come on. You got to follow the rules. Somebody who you should follow, Teairra, Aubrey, has confirmed that she indeed has shot for the cover of Playboy. That's what I'm talking about. Can she sing? Nope. Can she dance? Not really. Is she interesting? Well, besides the fact that she likes girls, and I am enjoying of the L-word moment she is giving to me, not really. What can she do? Grease up them jubes like no other. Forefront. That's a skill, ladies and gentlemen. She puts it out there, and she is recouping off the investment of those boobs. Aubrey, I love you. And again, something really personal to me. I've told you guys many times how I am offended when people take things from my childhood and bastardize them and ruin them, and it just makes me utterly upset. Just utterly upset. I loved Street Fighter as a kid. The game. I loved it. It was the only game on Super Nintendo I could play. I'm a Genesis kid. The extra buttons threw me off. Okay, I'm used to ABC. This X, Y, B, A. I was confused. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to play very well. But I could play Street Fighter too. I was Guile and Cant most of the time, right? That's fine. They are coming out with a Street Fighter movie based around one of the best characters in the game, Chun-Li. Okay, fine. So be it. There's gonna be a Balrog and a Bison and all that kind of stuff. All the villains. So be it. They have the girl from Smallville playing Chun-Li. You couldn't get an Asian girl to play Chun-Li, because if it's not gonna be an Asian girl, it's not Chun-Li and it's not Street Fighter. So don't invoke the memories, okay, of Street Fighter if you're not gonna have an Asian lady playing Chun-Li. It's Chun-Li, okay? It's not Deborah, it's not Stephanie Lee, it's Chun-Li. There are a lot of acrobats in Asia. You could have brought on this project, but you didn't believe in them. And this is just racist, tyrannical nonsense, and I won't stand for it. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot allow this to continue to happen. Don't see this movie. Don't you dare! I used to love that damn game. Bastard!